Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Melanie Newman and we have the most cutest little guest with us today. So this is Pocket, Arthur and Heidi on the end. So these are all little Affenpinschers and I think they would probably be around 18 weeks old. So Pocket's been with us before, but we are going to get them into their first little trim. So we're going to hand strip some of their coat, trim their little paws and trim their little faces because we want that monkey-like expression happening for them. So let's just jump straight into it. So we've got little baby Pocket. So we're going to pop her in the bath. I'm going to shampoo her twice and condition her once. Shall we get into it? Good girl. Okie dokie guys, so we have bathed, dried and brushed all three. So now I've got little baby Pocket with us. I'm going to begin on all three of them to start trimming their breed characteristics of an Affenpinscher. So for little Pocket, what I'm going to do is trim her nails and scissor her feet a little bit more round. They're pretty round because she does have a quite wire coat, which they're meant to have. It's taking her a while for her to grow her neck coat in. So what we need to do is start her top line just after her wither. So I'm not going to take any hair off her neck or her shoulders just yet. But what I am going to do is take a little bit off around her rear end and her tail. And because an Affenpinscher has a cute little monkey expression, we're definitely going to start trimming her face round and we're definitely going to scissor her little ears as well. So let's just jump straight into it, little Pocket. We're just going to take off a small amount just so she gets used to it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. One more. can't see when we're trimming our nails, it's best not to trim them or just to wait until the dog's ready. This one. And every time these little guys come in, they're going to be a lot better for their little feet, so we'll be able to trim a little bit more hair off every single time they come. Going to be the most wiggly and probably the one that would catch on to what's sort of happening with her. There we go, we got that one. So I've got my little slipper, so we're just going to brush all these little hairs up and using my straight scissors. And when I scissor her pads, I'm only going to be using the tip of my scissor. So this will give a lot more precision when we're cutting. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect because this is still more her orientation to getting trimmed and getting used to coming to me. Now I'll do her other one while she's quite relaxed in this position. Just trimming off any hair that hangs over her little pads. Just using the tips of my scissors, so I've got that little bit more control as I'm scissoring. So this is how we're trimming her front pads, because she's not letting me any other way. So she's doing pretty good. That's better than what I thought. So that's quite a bit of hair that's come out of her little pads. And now I'm going to comb all those little hairs down and just cut around her foot. So then we're cutting it nice and round. And I like to do this while her foot's on the floor, especially with puppies, because they can jump around a bit if we keep lifting their little feet and their legs. And her other little foot. Scissors. I'm just coming around the edge of the foot. Tidy up her little hocks. So combing up and using my straights and coming straight down. take 5 minutes, so it's just a quick trim just so she really gets used to that position of her placing her foot on the ground, of me picking it up, trimming her pads, just so she gets really conditioned to that process. So what we need to do is remove all this little feathering at the back of her back legs. So I'm using my thinners for this, and I'm going to go with the direction of her coat growth to really blend that into the rest of her leg. And this will give it a nice, soft, natural appearance. Good girl. That would feel really strange for her. I'm just going to take off a little bit of length off this tail. Just a small amount. Clear out the little hairs around his little bottom. And when we scissor their little tail, I do like to scissor towards the tip. Down, so this is when I'm going to trim her little tail. I have pulled a little bit of hair off her rear end, and I did see her at a dog show the other day, and her mum was removing some little dead hairs as well, so her coat will come through just beautiful. Okay, so her little face is nice and round, and we really want to give that nice round monkey expression. So what we need to do is we need to trim her little ears. I have tried to clip them in her last grooming session and she wasn't a fan, but the hair is still pretty short. So what I'm going to do is use my slicker and just brush out all those little hairs, and using my straights I'm going to scissor, if she lets me, towards the tip of the ear, of her ear, so then it's a nice sharp point. She's very wiggly. Come on, you can do it. Oh yeah, there we go. And I always like to scissor towards the point, towards the tip of her ear. So as I'm coming down, heading towards the tip, and then I'm going to flip her ear the opposite way, if she'll allow me, and then scissor towards the tip. So that's her new little ear. So let's do the other one. She's pretty good. Really got to make sure that I'm guiding the edge of his ear with my thumb and guiding those scissors around. Flip it over. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. We want her nose to be like a fan shape. So the hair on the bridge of her nose, she's very tired, we want that shape to be a fan. So what I'm going to do is, see if she'll let me comb it. And her mum's tried to do a little fan shape, but they can be a little bit wiggly as babies. Sit down. Good girl. Just got a little bit more. So there's her little fan shape. And then using my fingers, I'm just going to round in her little head. So we don't need to take much off. She doesn't have a lot of hair at the moment. Good girl. So we get that nice round appearance. Good girl. Okay, so I'm going to finish her on a good note because she was pretty good then. Good girl. And then I'll get all three out and we can compare them and have a little bit of a look at them. Okie dokie, so the three little musketeers, they're all groomed and you can see how different they are. Like baby Pocket is like trying to fall asleep, but her brother and her sister are like jumping all over her. Wake up, baby Pocket. So these guys will come to me all the time, so it'll be really interesting to see how their coats turn out because Heidi's is quite long and a little bit more silky, whereas baby Pocket's is quite wiry and harsh. It will be lots of fun. If you guys would like to see more grooming tutorials from us, definitely subscribe to our channel, and until next time guys, happy grooming.